Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by, I really appreciate it. Today we're going to be working back on the 2005 GMC Envoy. So sit back and enjoy the ride. So we're back on this 2005 Envoy. I just did a whole bunch of work on it, replaced most of the front end parts. However, it is making a noise. Left turn at 40 miles an hour. So it's making a noise in the front end. It's either the hub or it's the new CV axle that I just put in. It's definitely making a noise louder on the driver's side than it is on the passenger, but it is also making a noise on the passenger side. And just like many of the channels I watch, like they say, just because it's new doesn't mean it's good. So I had been told that the hubs had been replaced when I bought the vehicle. That's why I didn't do them when I was doing all the front end work. It may have come around and bit me in the butt. However, because I did the CV axles, and especially the one on the driver's side went in hard, it may be defective. So I have hubs and the axles again to put in, and I'm going to do both sides. Just the way I try and do things. If one side's bad, chances are the other side isn't far behind. So I'll be doing both front hubs and both axles again, because as you can hear in the video, it is making a noise somewhat when I make a right-hand turn as well, but nothing to the degree of the left-hand turn. So here we go. I'm going to get situated and get you back. Alright, so I learned my lesson last time. We will break this loose to start with. This is the axle nut. Alright, so we got the tire off, and something this thing has been doing since I did all the front end work is the ABS light came on. So let's see what's going on with that. So as you remember, I had to replace it down here in the hub. Look at that. So look at that. So apparently it fell out of its bracket and ate itself on the tire. So that's totally shot. Well, it's a good thing the new hubs come with one. Alright, so these are 13 millimeter. This will also give me an opportunity to check those slides. If you remember, this is the caliper that the slides were totally frozen in it, and I had to replace one of the dust boots. Try and compress those pistons a tiny bit, just to facilitate getting the caliper off. Alright, so there's that. Take the brake pads off, and they're still looking beautiful. The caliper bracket bolts are 18 millimeter. There's the caliper bracket. This piston here, this pin here is moving pretty freely. This one is frozen again. So I'll have to free that up before I put it back together. And that is the one I replaced the boot on. Brake rotor off. So this here's the hub. There's the axle sticking through. It's nice and free, which it should be because it hasn't been on that long. Here is the wheel speed sensor that I replaced. The hub itself has 3 bolts that come through, so I'll have to break those loose and get them out. Alright, those are also 18 millimeter. Though the axle's in the way. For getting tools in here. See if I can. All right. one broken loose. Two broken loose. Sorry for my head. And the third one is gonna be a booger. Alright, and that one broke loose too. Now it's just a matter of trying to get a ratchet on them to get them out. I'm inclined to believe that these hubs have been replaced because I got two bolt out and one loose, and the thing is ready to fall out. So it's not all rusted in. So that's exciting. Although this hub also feels super loose on the hole. To be honest, this is the first hub I've ever replaced. So I'm not sure how loose it's supposed to be. But from things I've seen, that seemed way too loose in there. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear this. That's a lot of grinding going on there. Alright, so that hub is bad. I'll need to get this backing plate off. Came off pretty easy. Alright, so that hub is junk. Get the upper ball joint out. Alright, so taking the old one off, it seemed to be swimming in this hole. If I take the new one and slide it up on the axle, it's also very loose in that hole. Again, I'm not sure if that's the way it's supposed to be, but it's the way the old one came off and the way the new one is going on. And before you tighten anything down, you're going to want to get all these bolts started by hand. Then we want to torque those down. Alright, so I was able to break that pin loose. All right. Axle nut run down a bit. Let's get the upper ball joint back in place. then if you remember, in order to help facilitate putting the brakes on, you just put one lug nut on. That helps hold the brake rotor on while you put the bracketry and the pads and the caliper back on. So again, remember, you want to get these slide bolts started by hand. You don't want to just hit them with tools and cross thread them. Alright, let's try again to get this ABS cable run so it doesn't fall out like I did last time and have a brand new one get all torn up. I'll have to check the other side, see if that also fell out. Alright, so that's that back together. And don't forget we need to torque this down to 103 foot-pounds once we get the wheel back on and get it back on the ground. So we can take our one lug nut off that we use to hold the brake rotor on. And that's pretty much done. Not too hard a job on this thing, surprisingly. So get the wheel back on and get it torqued down. Okay, so we have 103 foot-pounds. There we go, 103. Okay, so there's replacing the front hub and the axle again on the 2005 GMC Envoy. I want to say thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Appreciate your time. As always, God bless.